Hey, this is John Carlos, and I am very excited to review for you the Malcolm Reynolds action figure from the Funko FIRELY Legacy collection. One thing I like about this is that they don't use tape to hold the accessories in. They use like a little vinyl decal material. It's adhesive, but not enough to get sticky onto the accessory, which is great. I've been an action figure fan pretty much my whole life, and being that I'm a big Firefly fan, you can imagine that I've wanted Firefly action figures ever since I finished the first season and fell in love with the show. So I'm really glad that Funko has made figures from Firefly. Now granted, we had Serenity action figures a few years ago when the movie came out, but those were terrible looking, and we only got Mal and Jayne and a Reaver. I want the whole crew, so I'm really happy that this line actually exists, and the fact that this show's had such popularity for so long that we can have action figures this long after the show came out. Now, there are some issues with this figure, so let's get right to them. I think, first of all, he's just so damn shiny. And not shiny in the show, but they put this little gloss, this wash over his coat and shirt to, give it kind of a dirty effect, but I mean, it really does read super shiny on the shirt and coat. Now, when I was hunting for this in the store, I looked at 5 of them, and some have a super heavy dark wash that, one, made the coat look too dark, and also really extra shiny. So this was the best one that I found. Also, his head sculpt, on first impression, actually is a pretty good likeness, especially from the front. It kind of gets lost on the side a bit, but when you get up close to it, just be on the lookout for some weird paint, because this one doesn't really have much to highlight, but some of them have this highlight paint that really exacerbates the sagginess of his eyes and his mouth lines and makes him look kind of diseased and gross. So be on the lookout for that. But I think his nose looks good, his nostrils, the angle of his eyes, and then his eyebrows. They did a really good job with that. And they also did a good job with his hairline, the actual way it's combed, but this little part that kind of hangs down in the front. Those little curvy swoops at the part look really, really good, and I'm pretty dang happy with this as a head sculpt. This figure captures some of the non-face details of Mal pretty good too, like the fact that his coat is slung back, it's swept back over his holster. I think they did a good job with his suspenders. His boots look good, the cuffs of his jacket look good. I think they did a great job with this overall. So if we go for a closer look, you can just see how well done his boots are, and I like the little gray line at the bottom of the boots. I think they did a great job with the sculpt and the dark paint on them. I think the wrinkles of the pants look good. You've got the double knee joint, and you've got a hinge and a swivel at the bottom of the boots. You've got the little waist cut, not waist, but top of the legs. Then you've got this mid-torso cut right at the bust, which is a little stiff, but he does lean forward and back, but some of the other figures, it's a little bit looser. You got the ball-jointed shoulder hinge, which doesn't go that far up there, but the elbows are good, and the wrists are a little weird because you can totally see the pegs sticking out of both of the wrists. It's really weird. It kind of eliminates the human look and really does add a peg and make it look very noticeable and weird. But man, the paint on his belt and his little buckle looks good. The button on his pants, the paint on his suspenders, I think the paint on his cuffs, it's all really, really strong paint. And the sculpting of the wrinkle on his shirt's good. I just wish it didn't have such a dark, dark wash on it, because it looks like he spilled chocolate on himself or something. He does come with 2 really awesome accessories. He comes with his little pistol. Well, not little, it's pretty big compared to regular pistols, but you get that, and then you get his shotgun, which is awesome looking. And they did a good job painting the little metal parts with a darker gray and then going over it with a little silver, so it really does read like metal, even though it's a tiny little figure. And the holster does hold his pistol. Well, let me move his arm out of the way. There you go. Funko has already made Firefly mystery minis and pops, but it's nice to have 6-inch big damn heroes, and I'm pretty happy with how this figure turned out. I hope it's a successful series and we get a wave 2, because we really do need a Shepherd Book and a Nara and Simon and River action figure, and I'm guessing they'd fill the line out with a new Mal figure where he doesn't have the coat, a jacketless version, because he does go without the jacket quite a bit, and that seems like the kind of thing that they could milk for a second figure. I dig this. Thanks for watching.